Peace, family. Peace, 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 peace. Peace. Make sure y'all share, y'all. Major live, major live. Make sure y'all share, y'all. Straight to it, straight to it. Get your pens out, get your notepads out. All right. Frequently asked questions. Okay. A question that I've get asked all the time. All right, and I apologize if I haven't talked about this more or harped on it more. All right, I'm gonna try my best to stop ranting so much and kind of just get straight to the information. I don't want nobody to think I'm like gatekeeper or anything like that. All right, but as far as interest, y'all, we gotta talk about what is interest and how do you use interest, because there's a lot of people that doesn't understand the whole purpose of our debates or our expression is to claim the interest. All right, so if you're not, so that's what the topic is, y'all. So make sure y'all share to somebody you know that has a mortgage. Okay, share this to somebody that you know that has a car note. Share this to somebody that you know that has credit cards. Okay, share this to somebody that you know, student loans. All right, do you owe taxes back? Okay. Yeah, y'all, share. All right, topic for the night is what is interest and how am I supposed to use it to pay my bills? All right, comment 8 if you feel like you know what interest is. Comment 9 if you don't really have a clue what interest is. All right, comment 8 if you understand what interest is. Comment 9 if you have no clue what interest is. All right. So, all right. Make sure y'all share. So, think about this, family. Before I understood what interest was, or how to use interest, I used to work. Okay, I used to work contract jobs, used to be an order selector. I used to be a forklift operator. I used to be a machine operator. Okay, because I didn't know what interest was. All right, so since I didn't know what interest was, I was using income to pay my bills. Okay, so again, I didn't know what interest was, so I was using income to pay my bills. All right, so think about this. When we sign contracts, there's a couple of things that we provide, or let's just say when we apply to corporations. Again, this goes for mortgages, lease agreements, credit cards, car notes. All right, when we go and apply for these items, there's a couple of things that we provide. We give them our government first, last name. Okay, we give our social security number that's attached to that government first and last name, and then we sign it, meaning we authorize it. Okay, so right there, family, we as soon as we give that piece of paper or give that electronic application or we submit it, all right, we just gave something. Okay, comment 1 if you have submitted an application within the last year. No matter if you got approved or denied, comment 1 if you have submitted an application, no matter what it is, in the past year. Okay? Now let me ask y'all a question. Was y'all's first, was your government first, last name, social, and did you put the birthday as well? Did you put that on the application? Yes or no? Yay or nay? The moon look weird. Y'all see the moon right there? It was just red a minute ago. All right, so yeah, y'all put the you provided your government first, last name. You gave a social, okay. You gave a social. All right, so you gave that to a financial institution. Okay, now think about it. You gave them something, right? Did you give them something before they gave you that car? Did you give them something before they gave you that house? All right. Did you give them something when they gave you that credit card? All right. Remember, we give applications first before they give us anything. Right or wrong? Think about it, y'all. Don't we give them something first? Think about it. Everything you've ever applied for, you gave them something first, right? Yes. Now the problem is we don't understand interest, and since we don't understand interest, we don't understand contracts. All right? And since we don't understand contracts, and since we don't understand interest, we don't understand applications. All right? If we can focus on interest. All right? Because a lot of people is trying too hard to focus on, I don't got to pay the bill, or validation of debt. Okay? If it's we're not here to validate any debt, family. We understand that there's a debt. Okay? And since there is a debt, all right, there's also a credit. Okay? So you got to understand, as soon as we gave them that application and they processed the application, all right, no matter if they say it's declined or approved, did they not take your application? Yes. All right, we got to focus on the simple blocks, family. All right, it's a lot of people trying to do a lot of Harlem Globetrotter unnecessary dribbles, okay? When you just need to get to your spot, raise up and shoot. Okay, what I mean by that is focus on the interest. All right, where did the interest come from? The interest came from that application. All right, the application that you submitted over, okay, was a security collateral. But the problem is you never told them that. You never expressed, hey, I would like to utilize this application as a security collateral. And I would like to also utilize this application, the security collateral, all right, to cover all debts owed to the principal. Okay? You never said that. Okay? So since you didn't say that when you applied, they assume you were okay with repaying. Okay? You got to remember, you never, when they slid that contract to you, you never gave them your terms. You accepted their terms. You gave no type of rebuttal. You didn't say, hey, you know what, wait a minute. You didn't do any of that. You was just like, hey, did I get approved? You know, me as well, I used to do the same thing. But the problem is simple, family. We got to slow down. All right? It's a lot of people trying to, like, we're trying to prove unnecessary things. I'm going to prove that the bank did not give me that money. I said, yo, we don't got to prove all that. We can just ask them simply, who's the owner of the account? What are the banks going to say? The bank is going to say, you are, sir. I'm going to say, okay, well, who is the account managers? They're going to say, well, we are, sir. All right, I just put everybody in their position right there. I don't got to do no damn validation of debt. And to each his own. I'm just saying, for the process that I try to teach folks, all right, we're not doing a validation of debt. We're not here to validate the debt. We already know that there is a debt. Since there is a debt, we also know there's a credit. All right, we got to create debt so we can claim credits. You can't have one without the other. Okay? So interest is the application. Soon as you submit an application, all right, there is interest is created. All right, pursuant to the Bill of Exchange Act, Part 2. All right, the Bill of Exchange Act, Part 2. It talks about the only way you can pay a bill is with interest. It don't say nothing about no income. Okay? So that's why I'm so hard on people that lives life surrounded by income, because I used to do that as well. But now that I've read and I understand what's going on, I'm not protecting my old job. A lot of y'all try to protect y'all jobs. Like, well, this job has put food on the table. And I'm like, yo, y'all got to understand, like, those lifestyles have not been beneficial to you, no matter how you put it. And we have a ability to do a bunch of nothing, but the fact that it was hard to do, we'll hold on to, if that makes sense. Like, meaning if I literally blood, sweat, and tears to get this certain job, okay, if I did my blood, sweat, and tears to get a job, or I've been doing a job for like 10 years, I've been putting food on the table. Imagine learning you didn't have to do all that. You're going to tell yourself, nah, because I was okay with doing what it's like we have this cognitive dissonance, like, and we have this ability to not have no accountability to be like, damn, I did all that for no reason. Because I'd rather learn that I was doing something for no reason rather than trying to tell myself what I'm doing is for a reason when it's not. Okay? So all applications, every single application you've submitted, all right, that application opened up in the account. Now, y'all, think about this. Think about all the accounts that you submitted an application and you got denied. And we really think those accounts are not open. Man, it's like taking candy from a baby. And they're not doing nothing wrong. All right, they really just coming to us and saying, hey, you're declined. We're supposed to object that decline. We're supposed to renegotiate. We're supposed to not renegotiate, but negotiate. Inform them that we're the owner. Inform them that we have the capacity to contract. Okay? That's how you get around the denial. Okay? It's easier said than done. Okay? But one thing we're not supposed to do when we get denied, we're not supposed to leave and go work on our credit score. All right? There's no law that says anything about a credit score. All right? And we follow laws over here. Okay? We ain't following hearsay. There's no law that says you got to use income to pay a bill, but there is a law that says you got to use interest to pay a bill. All right. There also is a law that says that banks has to pay interest. That lets you know who's supposed to pay the bill. All right. And the banks pay the bill every single month. All right. That's why you get that beautiful bill every single month. And that thing is in positive because it's coming from a payor, and we receive it as the payee. Okay. Now, you got to remember, our government name is the payee, but we also understand our government name is a fictitious entity. All right? And you also got to understand, pursuant to the Bill of Exchange Act, okay, if the payee is a fictitious payee, you're supposed to treat it payable to bearer. Okay? So a lot of people ask me, why do I still put payable to bearer? And I'm like, because that's what the Bill of Exchange says. All right? That's what it says. Okay, if you're dealing with if the payee is a fictitious entity, all right, if the payee is a fictitious entity, what is a fictitious entity? That is a non-living person. All right, my government name is a non-living person. I'm the living man. That's the agent that acts on that person's behalf. Okay. So again, I follow laws, y'all. I don't really follow hearsay. You know, of course, you can tweak things however you want to tweak it. All right, but my foundation comes from straight from the law. All right, the Bill of Exchange Act says only way you're supposed to pay a bill is with interest. All right, the only way you're supposed to pay a bill is with interest. So if I understand that, now I got to understand who's supposed to pay interest. All right, I understand that banks are supposed to pay interest. There's a law that says the bank's supposed to pay interest. When you understand the Banking Act, that's Title 12. All right, Title 12 regulates the banks. All right, you got to understand who the parties are. You got to understand that dealerships aren't nobody but middlemen. That's it. That's it. You're supposed to be using the interest to pay your rent, y'all. You're supposed to use interest to pay your mortgage. You're supposed to use interest to pay your car note. But what are we doing? We're working. We're too busy working. We're too busy working to pay bills. All right? I was on Facebook earlier today, and there was this Order Select group. Y'all know how they got like groups on Facebook? Like, say you was a forklift driver, they may have a whole forklift group with guys that tell each other about jobs, just open and things like that. All right, so I went to the page and was like, oh, y'all wasting y'all time working in these warehouses. I said, you need to learn contract law and consumer rights. All right, the more we are informed, you know, I said my whole little spiel. And all you see folks commenting, man, who this dude think he is, Diddy? And I'm like, what are we talking about? All right, it is so amazing how, man, somebody that has results could come to you and just let you tell you about yourself. But a lot of times we so accustomed and so attached to our jobs, y'all. Man, I was over there slinging insults. Okay, like it was the last day that we was ever would have been here. I was slinging insults left and right. But yeah, y'all, the application is what creates the interest. All right, the Federal Reserve Section 16. Federal Reserve Section 16. All right, Part 1 specifically says, all right, that these applications are for public dues and taxes, and it's guaranteed interest to the principal. So now I understand that I can control the principal. All right, I understand I control the principal. Now, who is the principal? The principal is my fictitious entity. The principal is my all caps name, which is my government name. So anytime you hear, have y'all ever called the banks before? Or you do, you try to see what your balance is on your phone, and y'all know how the teleprompter will say something like, hey, your principal's balance is, comment 8 if you've ever heard that. Yeah, it says guaranteed interest to the principal. Now we got to understand who the principal is. Somebody said they always reject my remittance coupons. Yeah, because you don't know how to enforce. I would keep rejecting it too. Y'all got to understand, y'all aren't going to get remedy trying to learn as you go. You got to know how to enforce. Y'all be coming back here like y'all chain just got snatched. Well, they took another chain. What you gonna do about it? You got to get stronger. You got to do something about it. All right, so yeah, we got to control the interest. Another phrase y'all might want to write down is controlled interest party. Yeah, control interest party. Write that down. Control interest party. Now, what is the control interest party? Control interest party is basically the owner. All right? The owner. Control interest party. Now, when y'all got time, when y'all get some time, Google that. Chat GPT that, okay? Because when you express that you're the control interest party, you gotta understand we gotta start talking like investors. All right, we gotta stop talking so poor. We gotta stop living by income. Some of y'all live your life based off your income, and I remember doing the same thing when I didn't understand information. But sometimes we attach our whole livelihood around our jobs. If I'm an engineer, imagine how many folks leave. Well, yeah, I'm an engineer. Or what if I'm a doctor? Like, well, I'm a doctor, and well, people are, well, I'm a registered nurse, and it's like, yo, our masks are our jobs. We ain't even supposed to be working. Meaning none of us really know who we are. Okay? I can honestly say this from the bottom of my heart. I didn't know who I was when I was working. And I don't believe anybody that's working the job really understand who they are. Like nobody can look me in the face that's working the job can say, I know myself or I know who I am. There's no way. Okay, now of course you want to be reading and studying who you are, but to really, because I just always run this back to myself. Like I actually told myself that $20 an hour was good enough. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have no millionaires around me. I didn't have no bosses around me telling me like, damn, that's all you worth is $20 an hour? Or even I was making $30 an hour. I just wish I had somebody that said, you're only worth $30 per hour? Because sometimes we don't hear it the same. We might hear it like this. Dang, you make $30 an hour? Rather than hear like, damn, you make $30 an hour? You see how I say it different? I was around folks that was saying, damn, that boy getting money, $30 out of D. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't around nobody that was saying, damn, that's all you worth, po-ass little boy. That's all I needed to hear. Shh. I talk to y'all how I would want to be talked to. They always said, don't treat others how you want to be treated. I treat folks exactly how I want to be treated. I wish somebody said that to me. Po-ass little boy, that's all you worth? $30 an hour? $150,000 a year, that's it? So it take you 365 days just to make $150,000, po-ass little boy? I wish somebody told me that. I would have been out of there. Like, damn, you right. What? You right, man. 365 days. I'm not even seeing that 150. Because I don't even understand taxes. We be like, well, the IRS gonna eat all your taxes up. Because we don't know taxes. We don't know taxes. We don't know the 1099 series. We don't know it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I didn't know myself. So when I get to talking now, it's like a lot of folks that knew me before, they be like, man, you done changed, man. You act like you done forgot where you're like, yeah, I forgot where I came from. Like, forget where I came from. I was never supposed to be there. You know what I'm saying? I'm not about to praise my uninformed steps that I made. I'm going to learn from it and tell myself I would never make them steps again. If I was in my right mind before I made them steps never would have been made. Okay? So I'm not here to cherish the steps that I used to be at, man, because those is nightmares. You know what I'm saying? Like all them days I was forcing myself to go to work. Man, what? Just going to work in a bad attitude. Like, I feel like that's like some traumatic, like, just imagine doing it. It's like you're like a lot of y'all have literally been forcing yourself for so long that you have learned to like your job. You've learned to kind of, deal with, what I'm saying, find a way to kill some time, or, make the best out your 8 hours. Yeah, man, like, working traumatized me, man. I just remember, like, just being young, my dad, like, hard worker, right? And I just, like, remember, like, I was always rebellious. So I was all like, damn, Pops, I don't know how you do that. So he showed me how to do it. So it ain't like I never saw, that before. No, I saw it. I just remember saying, well, my dad sacrificed his life for his kids. So let me make sure he didn't do that in vain. So let me go try to be all I can be. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to just settle with a job. I'm going to try to be the best basketball player I can be the best football player I can be. You know what I'm saying? Just anything I could do, I wanted to chase my dreams. All right? Because I know I saw my dad. All right? Well, I wasn't born until he was 20, but my dad was in the military since he was 18, and he didn't get out until he was 40. Okay? So I was like, yo, I make sure I'm going to go chase my dreams. You know what I'm saying? Because I can't let my dad be doing all that for no reason. So, yeah, even when I got older, I was like, yo, I didn't see how people could do it, man. It's like I would go to work, and I would just try to act like a good worker, you know what I'm saying? Like, let me just stand here on my spot. I'll be acting like, doing my job. It's just like, man, my feet get the cracking, my knees get the buckling. I'm like, what in the world? It's like, I can't last after 3 hours. It's like, man, my shoulders it's like my body just gets breaking down. Like, what the hell is wrong with me? Like, I need some new feet when I get off work. And I'm like, God damn. I do this for 5 days out the week. Man. So, yeah, I usually see folks do that with their eyes closed. It took me so many years to actually start doing overtime, because I thought overtime was insane. Overtime. Because I knew at a young age, even the overtime that they give you, y'all, it doesn't even equate. It's like we fool ourselves like, well, let me go ahead and get a little 2 hours overtime. I'm like, what? That extra damn $20 damn. And it's like, we really be like, we trick ourselves, because they don't trick us. We trick ourselves, because you know how we be before we get a job. We get the calculator. Okay, so if I make $20 an hour, okay, if I work 45 hours, that's 5 hours overtime, which is time and a half. Okay, all right, 20 plus 10, that's $30. $30 for those extra 5 hours. 30 times 5. Ooh-wee. Yeah, let me sign up. You know what I'm saying? It's kibbles and bits. Okay? Kibbles and bits. Kibbles and bits. And it's because we're not around no bosses. Okay? It's like, that's really all. If you're around a boss, and I'm not talking about somebody that you just, hey, Mr. Boss. No, I'm talking about somebody that you're actually around. They're going to start telling you real shit. Because you got to remember, a lot of these bosses don't tell real shit to workers. They be like, be the best worker you can, because you can make it up that, you can make it up that ladder. All right, work hard. All right, be there early, leave late. Show the company you care. All right, maybe you might be a supervisor one day. And maybe 30 years after that, you might be a regional lead manager. How does that sound? Because as workers, we love those titles. How does senior lead regional engineer watcher sound? Huh? You're like, Then we get I'm the senior lead regional engineer officer, goddamn. You know what I'm saying? Like we it's like we're little kids. It's like we play little games. It was like, well, who am I? Who am I? Well, little Jimmy, you're going to be Superman. Yes! Going around, little Jimmy going around, I'm Superman, y'all! I'm Superman! Then little Tommy's like, wait, who am I? Who am I? Tommy, chill. You Batman. Oh, okay. Ah. Man, come on, man. Yeah, threw you a title. You done went and tell the whole family, hey, yo, I just got a raise. I'm the senior manager. Got your mama clapping. My baby, the senior manager. You see what I'm saying? The bar is so low. It's so low. We playing limbo out here. And I'm just saying, it's so easy. It's so easy. My thing is like this. Now that I'm seeing it from both sides, the only way I will have a boss is if I can learn something from them. I'm not having no boss just to have a job to pay my bills. And I think that's like, we got to understand, because there's two types of bosses. One that you can learn from and you can go take and be a boss, or somebody that you just always going to be under. And you got to choose, like, what position y'all want to be in. Do you want to have a boss just to get money to put food on the table? All right, you got to stand up, family. Because I don't think we as a whole, as a collective, understand how low we are. And it's like so easy to cater to us. I see it all the time. Just look at all the artists that's in bad deals. Now, why are all these artists in the same bad deal? And if we go to all these artists' beginnings, all right, they were all starving artists. You can't come to nobody's table starving. They gonna feed you out their hand. You gotta bring something to the table, y'all. You can't. Y'all gotta stop being starved. Y'all gotta stop showing that you're starving. I'm hungry. You know, I'm willing to do whatever it takes. Whatever it takes, I'm willing to. You gotta stop being like that. Because I started thinking to myself, you ain't never gonna see a boss going to somebody and being like that, like just to get their attention, just to get their, you know, their business. And I understand, like, it's, you just want to show somebody that you're ready, that you understand the information, that you're ready to take on more responsibilities. I understand that. But we got to stop acting so, like, well, we got to stop showing such a starving-like behavior. We get so desperate. I'll do anything it takes. You know what I'm saying? And you got to understand, like, you can't be like that with everybody else. Somebody going to use you like a rug. Okay? All right? So, again, y'all, you got to stop being desperate with this information. All right? There's no need to be desperate. Okay? Relax. Take your time. All right? Understand what interest is. All right? Now that we understand where the interest came from, how do we use this interest? Okay? A couple of ways to use the interest. The only way to use the interest is by way of instructions, by way of tendering. Okay? Because when we first gave that application which created the interest, we were supposed to tender the application. All right? We were supposed to tender the application. But since we gave them our government first name, our government last name, our government access number, which is our social security number, all right, we gave the birthday, and we signed the bottom, or we clicked submit You got to hear the verbiage. Submit. What did we just submit? We just submitted access to our estate. Meaning we gave something. We gave something first. Comment 8 if this is making sense. Comment 9 if you just like, man, I don't know what the hell you talking about. And it's okay, y'all. It's okay. I just want to see who's following along and who's completely lost. Comment 8 if it's making sense. Comment 9 if you're still a little lost. All right, either answer is okay. I'd rather you be truthful than be a yes man or a yes woman. All right. So y'all remember when we applied and we didn't give them no instructions. So what did they do? We applied, right? They either A, approved us, B, declined us. Okay? So let's talk about the situation where they approve us. We submitted an application with no instructions and we still got approved. All right? After that, what happens? They send us the terms. All right? They give us the terms, right? Comment 8. If you understand, that's what happened. After you submit an application, you get approved, and then they send you the terms to confirm. It's like the last contract. All right? But think about this. What deals go down when a party sends over terms and the other party does no kind of negotiations? Think about it, y'all. What if I came to y'all and made a deal with y'all? Or you came to my financial institution, you gave me your credit card, and then I said, hey, I'm going to give you some terms. You're going to give me all the money in your bank account, and I'm not going to give you anything. All right? And I'm going to get insurance on your money, but I'm only going to cover my interest in your money, which is all your money. How's that sound? And I slide it back. I slide that contract to you, and you say, okay. What just happened? What just happened? That's why it's called, like say, taking candy from a baby. Taking credit from a baby. I think candy is supposed to be really credit. But babies can't have credit, so they say candy. Yeah, exactly. That's why they say, are you 18 and over? They're not asking you if you're a child physically. They're asking you, are you a child mentally? So when they ask you, are you 18 and older? And we get the, yeah! We're basically saying we're 18 and older and we got capacity to contract. So whatever we say yay to, it goes. All right? Literally, it goes. That's why they say only an insane man would sign the contract and not read the contract. Only an insane woman would sign the contract she didn't read. How many of us are insane? Comment 8 if you have been insane lately. And we get to talking and we get to opening our mouths like, well, I'm intelligent, I'm smart. No, you're not. No, you're not. You have the potential to be intelligent. You have the potential to be smart. If you don't have anything to show, no results, you cannot say that, okay? We live in this era now where, potential is, all you gotta do is say a fool-ass affirmation, okay? Like, man, I am great, all right? But what are you doing that's great? What are the results? Okay? Because we perish for the lack of knowledge, and we see life from the lack of knowledge. So imagine building a world from a lack of knowledge, and then imagine starting to gain knowledge. You're going to be like, damn, I built a whole house of unknowledgeable thoughts. Okay? A whole lifestyle of unknowledgeable thoughts. So when you start getting knowledgeable, you start saying like, man, I actually was like fighting for a higher wage, man. How poor of me. How poor of me. Fighting for a higher wage. We got people out here fighting for more jobs. I just look at that so different now. Imagine how much pressure we put on politicians to create more jobs. That don't even sound right, man. Like, if you just sit back and think about it, like, some of us has voted for a candidate because they're bringing more jobs. That's wild, y'all. And I'm here to correct the frequency. I'm gonna do my part. All right, I'm here to bring awareness. Imagine fighting a robot. Don't bring the robots. They're gonna take over. And I'm like, yo, let them take over the working industry. What are we doing? We're supposed to be creating and inventing things anyway. You think I'm about to be wrestling with a machine that don't gotta take no breaks? A machine that don't gotta take no vacation? A machine that can go 24 hours, 7 days a week? Man, what? Go ahead, machine. I'm just going to invest in the company that brung my replacement. It's a beautiful thing. You know, we looking at this too heavily. All right, we looking at this too strong. You got folks trying to hold. I said I made a post. I said it was an AI, y'all, but let me tell you how scary folks is. It was an AI post showing a robot doing construction. And I was like, hey, y'all, construction workers got about a good 10. Y'all should have seen all the construction workers that hopped on my... You must don't understand construction if you think a robot can do what we do. I said, Frank, you stand still holding a damn sign with a damn a safety vest on looking important. Shut up. I did construction too. And we didn't do a damn thing out there. There's only about 2 damn people that actually know what's going on, and everybody else just helping damn hands. General laborers. All right, yeah, some of y'all daddies and husbands ain't nothing but some damn general laborers standing around talking about damn football. All right, bring these damn robots in so we can get these damn streets built. All right, I got old school cars with rims. I be fucking running over damn potholes. I'm like, what are we doing? Why is our roads still messed up? All right, I got a cousin that work on the roads. He was like, yo, we put like real cheap ass shit down, so we got to redo it so we can extend our contract so we can get more money. So I'm like, oh, that's why. Y'all doing bad jobs so y'all can extend y'all pay. So I got to keep worrying about potholes. You see what I'm saying? It's like, it's unnecessary. Bring the robots. I've been saying it, and I'm going to say it yesterday. I'm going to say it today. And I'm going to say it tomorrow. Bring the robots, man. Okay, we just ain't got time for these type of people. Move these folks out the way, man. Excuse me, get out the way. We trying to progress as a nation. Folks was really mad. I'm talking y'all, they was mad. They were angry. Folks fighting for jobs, man. Folks fighting to keep the plantations around. Y'all do understand warehouse is short for plant. What do y'all think plant is short for? Plantation. What did y'all think it was short for? y'all think plant stood for? What do y'all think peasant means? Peasant means the farmers left the fields and went to the industries. The farmers left the fields and went for the industry plantation. They went from the field plantations to the industry plantations. They turned from farmers to peasants. Bring the robots, man. We need a wake up call. We need a damn reset. All right, we need this. Nah, man. Nah, forget that. This ain't being mean, man. Y'all soft. That's why. Y'all walking around patting these folks on they damn back. All right, y'all the reason why we haven't damn program. Y'all the reason why we don't see flying cars. All right, y'all the reason why we don't see flying shit. All right, and if we do see something flying, we gonna be like, UFO, freeze and faint, like we ain't seen a billion damn movies talking about UFO. I feel like they showing all these movies so they can be like, damn, we want to show them what it could look like. So when we actually start bringing these things out, Ford got this new flying car, all right, 30,000 horsepower that they want to introduce, but hell, we so damn stuck in La La Land, man. And I see what's going on. Folks be hee-heeing all damn day talking about sports. And then they say I'm talking mean. I gotta shut up. You know, I gotta be nice. I gotta close my eyes, you know. Not say anything. Come on, man. That's the problem. Y'all scared to say something. Y'all scared to say something. Yeah, man. I truly believe we're in a safe bubble. I feel like there's frequencies we can't see. I feel like there's certain things we can't see because we only know so many words. All right, so think about it. You only see the words you know. I'm going to say it again. You only see the words you know. And if you see something that you can't explain, 9 times out of 10, you're going to be scared of it. You see what I'm saying? Because you don't have a word for it. You don't have any type of definition for it. You have no type of nothing on it. So when you see it, you're like, it's a devil. It's because you're uninformed. Okay? That's just what it is. How many of us go to sleep, all right, and we get the astral project and we see dark figures and we get the, because that's the only fucking word we know. Devil, demon, dark shadow, demon. No. We don't be knowing. That's why I made it my duty to learn as many words as I can. All right, because the more words I started learning, like, damn, it's like I started seeing more. So like, damn, I never thought I'd start seeing this word more. Okay? They know I start seeing this word. It's like when you get a car and then you see everybody else with the car. Y'all ever got like a car or something, then you just start seeing everybody with your car? They're like, damn, I ain't seen nobody with this color. Not everybody got this color. It's like, I forgot, it got a word to that. I forgot what it's called. But there's a word to that. But it's the same with this. The more words you learn, the more you see. It's like, y'all, even myself, y'all, I still have layers on my eyes, okay? There's things I don't know, okay? Like, I'm still learning as I'm going, all right? There's so much to life than just bills, all right? But the reason why we're here, the purpose that we're here is to experience. We're here to know as much as we can, all right? We shall perish for the lack of knowledge. So if we start to understand what's going on, imagine what we can really do. We should be too busy working. But you got to remember, so many of us are not out of the realm of understanding. You don't have to work to have a lifestyle. You don't have to work to eat. You don't have to work to have a roof over your head. But you know, the older crowd has convinced us that that's what you have to do to survive. Family, we're not in survival mode no more. Last time I looked, all right, we got free will. Okay, I can walk out my door, go to a dealership, pick out any car I want. All right, like we got free will. It was a certain time I couldn't do that. All right, I got the ability to walk out my door and go say, hey, damn, you know what? I'm about to drive cross country. All right, like it was a point in time where I couldn't do that. Okay, so like there is no barriers right now. There is nothing that's holding us back. Okay, we just got to get more informed. That's what it is, y'all. It don't matter what your skin color look like. All right, it don't matter what your trauma is. A lot of people try to tell me they traumas, and no offense, y'all, I just be like, yo, it doesn't matter. The universe don't give a damn about your traumas. So since the universe don't give a damn about your problems or your trauma, I don't feel bad about your traumas. Like, forget your traumas. Everybody has some sort of trauma. We got to stop worrying about our traumas and focus on our future. I know it's easier said than done, all right, but it got to get done. All right, it got to get done. Okay, and and again, y'all, I know some of y'all done went through some very tragic things growing up. All right, and I hate that you went through that. All right, but at the end of the day, you're gonna have to put your big boy pants on, your big girl pants on. All right, and you're gonna have to get over that shit. Okay, and yeah, I'm gonna say you're gonna have to get over that shit. All right, you can't keep using that. All right, you gotta get over it. Somebody had it worse. Somebody has it worse right now. Okay, you got to get over it. All right, the faster you get over what's been done to you, who's treated you bad, who's treated you good, none of that stuff matters, y'all. We got to focus on, all right, what do I need to do to get to this self-elevation in myself? Because we got to understand, God isn't outside, it's in. All right? God can't be on you. God is in you. Like, you can't find God. Like, does it make sense? Like, you can't find this. Like, you got to go within. I know it sounds cliche as hell, y'all. I know it sounds cliche, but what if I told y'all some of this cliche things that we always hear is true? The reason why we keep hearing this cliche stuff is because majority of people is not picking up on it. Okay, it's like the older I get, I'm like damn. I'm starting to sound cliche too, but this shit is right. This shit is real. All right, I got to get more informed. I got to read more. All right, the more I read, the more words I have. Now I have more words. Now I can build a better question. Now my comprehension is a little bit more deeper. All right, now I can go a little bit more deeper in articulation if a conversation comes up about truthfulness or contracting, because I know more words. The more words I knew, now I'm not trying to talk circles around them, but I'm trying to talk in a way that I don't have to say too many words, but I can say enough big words so they can understand where I'm coming from. All right, because you understand a person's intellects or a person's level of intellect by the choice of words they use or just how they handle the conversation. You know when somebody know what they talking about, and you know somebody that's full of shit. All right. So again, back to it. How do I use interest? All right. I gotta simply send over instructions, writing. All right, to the payor. The payor is the billing company that is sending me the bill. All right, I have to find the headquarters, send my letters to the headquarters, let them know, hey, notice the agent, notice the principal to whom this may concern. All right, I am coming forth to claim titles, rights, and interests and guarantee equity that's owed to principal. I am come forth as the agent for principal, here to transfer principal's balance to the principal's account. All right. Now, y'all got to understand, I know y'all want to write that down and, you want to try to copy. Oh, what you say? You kind of just understand how to talk. That's just simple talk. I don't have that, written down, y'all. I don't, because I try to teach people how to have it within you. It's like you having a Christmas list. If somebody asks you what you want for Christmas, you're not going to tap the next person on the shoulder and say, hey, what you think I should ask for Christmas? You know what I'm saying? And they'd be like, oh, you should get a green bike with 3 wheels. And you're like, I bet, yeah. You don't even want a damn green bike with 3 wheels. You can't even ride bikes. You see what I'm saying? It's like, it got to come from within. All right? You got to understand, what do you want? So when I ask you, what do you want? You got to know. You can't just be like, well, I want a car. It got to be a little deeper than that. What do you want them to do? Because if you don't know what to do, you got to go back and read. Keep reading, keep studying. You know, people get to smacking their teeth. Why can't you just tell me? And you know what I'm saying? Like, people really don't understand, like, this ain't no gatekeeping information. But we're trying to protect people. There's no need to give you a whole 5-course meal when you can't even eat your appetizer. You can't even digest the appetizer. You got folks sending letters and they still look at themselves as the borrower. Okay? You got to understand how to digest information, y'all. All right? Now, I even myself, when I was a beginner, I was trying to learn as I go. I'm trying to, send things in. But one thing I did learn about, you would never get remedy that way. But what you will get frustrated. All right, and that frustration is gonna do two things: make you quit or make you go harder. All right, I didn't quit; it made me go harder. So, all the times first, I was like, man, what in the world? So what I did after I got frustrated, I stopped listening to people. I stopped following people. I just started reading. Because I knew I wasn't reading. It's like booking a personal trainer for a month. Your trainer goes to the weight room all the time and you don't go there. But when that month is over with, you mad because you don't got the results. Now, your trainer was at the weight room. All right? You was missing days and things like that. And you mad because you don't got the results. All right? So I have accountability about myself. I don't know a lot about some of y'all, okay? But I always put the blame on myself first. It doesn't matter if I got remedy from this person or this person. I've learned something from everybody I cross paths with. Okay? Rather I'm using certain information or rather I'm not using the information. Okay, so when I hear things like, when I hear people say, I went to this person, all you gurus this, all you gurus that, I just want to ask some of y'all, did you not learn something from all those quote-unquote gurus? Did you not learn something that you didn't know before? So if you learned something that you didn't know before, y'all got to stop talking shit about these people. Okay? It's not like they put a gun to your head and say, listen to me. You went over there, you was listening. All right, you was trying to get some information because you was a beginner, so you was trying to soak up all the information you can. That's what a lot of people say. I just want to soak up all the information I can. Not understanding that's not really a good idea because you might be getting a lot of information from different parts. That's why it's pivotal that you read for yourself so you don't be lost. When you read for yourself, there's no way to get lost. No way to get lost when you read for yourself. Only thing guaranteed is you're going to be frustrated because it's going to be hard reading for yourself the first time because a lot of us haven't did this before. So you got to remember to do things, to get places that you've never been before, you got to do things you never did before. All right, so that's reading. Imagine when you start reading and start understanding what's going on, imagine your lifestyle. Imagine what your lifestyle looks like. Imagine what your friends will look like. Because the friends that you have before or the friends you have now will not be the friends after you get results, family. I'm trying to tell y'all. I'm not on here just talking, y'all. Okay? The visual that you have right now of how it's going to look after you get remedy, man, you might as well burn that whole visual. Throw it away, cut it up. All right? Burn it, because that is not how it's going to look, family. You're going to be alone. Okay? So hopefully you got a significant other with you. All right? But if you ain't got no significant other with you, and it's just you, I'm not telling you to run from that journey. I'm just letting you know how you think it's going to be. You're going to get this remedy and go back to your family, and they just going to put you on their shoulders, give you a confetti shower. Like, it's not going to be like none of that. None of that. They going to be like, oh, you did that, cuz? Oh, good shit, cuz. Congratulations. All right, I'm about to go to work. Y'all be good. I'm trying to tell you, like, it's time don't change because you as an individual learn something. That's why I'm trying to tell folks, like, it doesn't, And when I learned that, I was like, damn, I have to focus on myself. Like, there's no way I can be worried about somebody else. Okay, there's no way I want to. But yeah, you're going to be lonely, but that's going to drive you to find your family, your real family. All right, I don't mean to sound like a cult leader or nothing like that. I get told that a lot. All right, but I'm going to be honest, like, some of y'all, it's not going to be talking to your friends or family no more. And, you know, the older I get, I didn't understand that when I was young. Like, how can you just not talk to your family? Like, and then it's like, damn, your family ain't even got to do nothing. It's just the fact that when you get around your family, you just don't feel the connection. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's because, you know what I'm saying? Like, maybe it's because, you know, you're on another wavelength. But it's like, it takes a lot to rebuild the family. Look, to be the one to break the generational curses. You know, I would say the best bet is to start off with you and your kids and your significant others. All right? I know we want to help our moms and our dads. All right, family? But we can't help nobody until we help ourselves. Okay? We can't help nobody until we help ourselves. All right? So I'm telling y'all to be selfish. Learn this for yourself. All right, master it for yourself before you try to even be thinking about anybody. I get so many people that tell me, I want to learn this for my dad. I want to learn this for you. Forget your dad. Forget your mom. Rest in peace to anybody that doesn't have their mom and dad. All right, but for those that do have your mom and dad, okay, you're not doing this for your mom and dad. Okay? You're not doing this for your kids. I get a lot of people that say, man, I'm doing this for my kid. And it's like, are you doing this for yourself? And like, yeah, but more so for my kids. I was like, well, you're never going to learn it, because you're learning for desperation, not learning to learn for yourself, because you have to pass this down. This is not to skip you and go to your kids. They're going to be as intelligent as you are going to be. Okay? So again, family, learn this for yourself, so then you can properly help somebody. Then you start seeing who is even worth helping. Because now you start saying, like, damn, everybody isn't worth helping. But I think a person has to have results before they can say everybody isn't worth helping, because you get a lot of people that don't have no results that says, why are you not helping everyone? You know what I'm saying? Because they don't got no results. So they looking at it like, you should help all of us. And I'm like, well, when you get results, you'll see why everybody don't have results. Because everybody don't deserve it. I thought it was weird too. Like, this information is free. Why isn't everybody getting results? Why isn't everybody doing this? And just being a teacher, being able to talk to so many different people, I see why, y'all. Like, we really don't have what it takes to even comprehend this level of information. Some of us do, all right, but some of us don't have the patience. Some of us don't have the mental capacity. All right, some of us is not meant to learn this information in this lifetime. This might have been the lifetime where the seed is planted, but you're not. You probably weren't supposed to learn it this lifetime. I just think everything that's good and bad, that I was able to learn this information in this lifetime. Now I understand and understand that in my next lifetime, I already got good baggage that I can bring with me. I got some good DNA to bring with me. Did y'all know DNA is nothing but pockets of information? DNA is pockets of it, meaning all your DNA has information in it. Y'all ever hear the old term or current term, junk DNA. Y'all ever heard that before? Junk DNA. Y'all ever heard that before? Junk DNA. Yeah, so junk DNA is basically DNA you didn't tap into. So it goes over to the junk file. So think about all that information you're not tapping into because you're holding yourself in lower frequency situations. How many of y'all get off work, but you go home and you still be thinking about work because you got to do everything to get ready for the next work day tomorrow? You see what I'm saying? Like, meaning that's a form of trauma. Some of y'all think y'all work 8 hours. No, you only get paid for 8 hours a day. But you actually work way more than that. You work every time you open your mouth up and talk about your job when you're not at work. Y'all, that is a trauma. That's a trauma. Alright? But yeah, your DNA, that's why when you pass DNA down to your kids, alright, to unlock that DNA, you have to graft them, you have to guide them, you have to give them structure. You're not supposed to be your kids' friends. Y'all know how many of y'all say goofy shit like, well, I'm going to let my kid decide what they want to be. When did we start letting kids decide what they want to do? All right? As the leader, as the guidance, as the parent, you're supposed to give them instructions, give them guidance. All right? Kids aren't adapting or in the right position or the capacity to choose what they want to do. You have to give them direction. Okay? But some of us wasn't able to direct ourselves, so we don't know how to direct our kids. That's why we say things like, well, I'm going to let my kid decide. We have literally removed the adult out of the picture. Okay? Yes. All right? Every single DNA you have. We got so many DNAs. Y'all, so much DNA that hasn't been unlocked. And again, the only way to unlock that DNA is good dieting, okay, being around good people, all right, being in positive situations, all right, and a lot of times, 99.9% of us are not, all right, are not. So again, I'm still a work in progress, all right, but I understand what needs to be done. All right, accountability is first, family. That's the first thing that you got to come to understanding, okay, is accountability. If you don't have accountability, you're not really going to get anywhere. I'm a very prideful person, and I do have an ego, okay? So I understand, like, damn, ain't no telling how many lifetimes it took me to get to this point of understanding or overstanding, okay? So because just knowing how, prideful I am now, all right, and I used to be way prideful then, I'm starting to lose that pride, but I think every man needs to have an ego, all right? I think every leader needs an ego because you got to have that edge about yourself. You got to have that, okay, that separation, like you feel like you're that one, okay? That takes a form of ego, all right? Confidence as well. I feel like that's the same thing, but anyway. I feel like it took me a couple of lifetimes, many lifetimes to get to this point. All right. So again, y'all, this seed might only supposed to be planted so you can hear it. You're probably not going to make any real leeway in this lifetime. All right, because a lot of times we hear things, we kind of put it to the side. We'll hear it 10 years later and be like, oh damn, I remember they were saying that back in 2024. They was talking about birth certificates and socials and truth to lend. Yeah, I remember that. Like, a lot of y'all gonna be that person. All right, a lot of y'all are gonna be that person. Okay. So, yeah, y'all, to use interest is by way of sending them a letter. expressing that you want to use the interest for the benefit of the principal. All right, I'm going to leave this live up. Okay, make sure y'all go back at this live, watch it from the beginning. Take your time, family, take your time. All right, interest is what we're focusing on. Interest is what we're focusing on. All right, we told them that we're the age of 18 or older. So if we go forth and try to claim this interest and they say no, that means they are blocking us from our benefits, our principles of benefits. Remember, we are the controlled interest party. So if they do not let us utilize the interest, all right, that means they are blocking our usage. All right, and that is discrimination. All right, now I can't give you legal advice, but I can bring you lawful awareness. All right, I can't give you legal advice, but I can give you lawful awareness. All right, and I just want y'all to understand how deep this information is, and it's actually fun. Okay, when you following the rabbit holes, okay, by the time you look up, you're going to be well versed. I feel like I'm well versed. I don't know everything, but I feel like I have a strong foundation where if I hear some information now that I never heard, my mind is already prepped to be able to digest certain information. And so not like it used to be, like when y'all hear something, I get to, damn, what? I don't even know what you're talking about. Now it's like, I'm not saying that. I'm like, all right, okay. Say it again. I'm asking more intelligent questions. All right, I ain't just nodding my head. Yep. And because again, a lot of us have built bad habits, terrible habits, and we don't really. I'm starting to see how much bad habits I have again when I get around folks that has better etiquettes. Okay, that has better, mannerisms, that's in a different financial bracket. And again, yes, you want to be around people that's in different financial brackets because you can't be around somebody that's doing less than you, okay? You can't learn from that. The only thing you can learn by somebody that has less than you or resource than you is learn how to be humble, okay? And again, I'm not trying to learn how to be humble. I'm trying to learn how to, be the best version I can be without thinking about anybody else and without harming, stealing, killing, destroying anybody else. Okay? All right, so straight up, that's what it is, y'all. Peace and love. Make sure y'all check this live out. Make sure y'all share. All right, make sure y'all meet me in New York, 1027. We got the live event in New York, 1027, which is next Sunday. All right, address will be getting sent out to all attendees. All right, we have the VIP as well. All right, you meeting with me Saturday, VIP Saturday. We're meeting Saturday. All right, it's going down. Okay, see y'all in New York. Peace and love, y'all. Y'all be safe.